Good morning, welcome back to our channel. I'm kind of gonna take charge and take the lead on the vlog today. Obviously, since I gave birth, Louie's been the one mainly doing all the filming and all the editing and all that stuff for our channel, but I've had so many questions asking about like my postpartum update, how I'm feeling, mental health wise, all that stuff. So I thought I would kind of share little snippets throughout the day of how I'm feeling. And then also I really wanted to take the day and try to incorporate a lot of self-care aspects into it, because as a new mom, it's so easy to just like forget yourself and any of your needs or wants. And for the first couple months, it was definitely just survival mode, just whatever he needs. But now that I feel like we're kind of coming out of that newborn fog, I'm hoping to incorporate some more routines into my day as well that are not just his routines, but little things that can help me feel better. So one of the first things I love to do, he's just gone down for his first nap of the day. I love to sit here. This is my favorite place to sit with like this, I think it's called a bay window. And I've got my huge thing of water. If you're breastfeeding, you know how much water you need to drink. I've got my postpartum vitamins, and I'm gonna take these and then sit and do just a 5-minute like breathing meditation just to help ground me in. Oh, and then the first thing I always do for self-care is shower. I've done it every day since giving birth. I have not missed a day. And I know a lot of people say they struggle to find time to shower, but for me, I just feel so much better. Literally, even if it's a crazy day, I'll just run in for 2 minutes and I just feel better. So obviously I've showered, gonna take my vitamins and then do a meditation.
Hi there, and welcome to this gentle guided breathing exercise to help you create and generate kindness, compassion, and empathy for yourself and others, breath by breath and moment by moment.
All right, next up is breakfast, and I've been obsessed with making this for the last month at least. You know that I love my scrambled tofu and avocado toast, but in the summer, I just love making use of all the amazing summer fruit. So I've been making overnight oat/chia pudding, and I've been obsessed with it. This is a little bit dry, but I'm just gonna add some more milk to it. And I obviously pre-made this already, but I have to make the next couple days worth too, so I'll show you how I make it. But first, usually need to add a little bit more milk. And then I just pile it with fruit, and I've got a little bit of everything. I've got blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries, and an apricot as well. No, what is this? Nectarine. So yeah, let's wash all of this. Okay, so now that is just overflowing with fruit. And then lastly, I love to add some yogurt. This is my favorite yogurt right now. It's coconut yogurt. It's super thick and delicious. Okay, well I definitely should have added the yogurt first, then the berries on top, because now it's covered half of them up. But I promise, if you try this, this is amazing. So let me show you what I put in the overnight oats real quick. All right, so first I add about half a cup, a bit less of oats in there. And then I've got some chia seeds, so I'll do maybe a couple of teaspoons. This is a seed mix of like flax seeds, almonds, Brazil nuts, walnuts, that kind of thing. So I'll just do a couple of scoops of that. And then I always add vanilla protein powder. This really adds a lot of delicious flavor and obviously protein, which is great. Then I just add a little bit of milk, and I change up the types of plant milks that I use, like soy milk, almond milk, oat milk, and then I just mix it up a little bit. But the main mixing comes when you add the lid. Shake it up, and there you go. Now those will go in the fridge, and they're ready for the next 2 days. All right, I'm just sitting down to have my breakfast, and Neo's just woken up, so Louie's bringing him down. And by the way, the way we usually do our routine is when we first wake up, I will feed Neo while Louie comes down and makes coffee and breakfast, and he eats his breakfast, and he'll come up and take Neo, and that's when I can shower and have my little morning time. So that is such a beautiful gift to have just that little time in the morning. Hello. My love. Oh, how was your nap?
I think you had a good nap, like almost 45 minutes.
Wow. Oh.
Hello. He's smiling. Hey.
Do you want to say hi to the vlog?
Oh, hey. Our family.
Yeah. And Kelly's trying to come up too.
Kelly, come on. Oh.
Daddy. Say hi. Hello. Wow, I think it's properly looking. So last week I was actually solo parenting for 4 days. Louis went away on a work trip, if you watched his video on his channel, and then he did a bike trip, so it was pretty full on, but I'm very grateful to have you back. And we had fun, he was great.
And I'm proud that you managed to discover a new level of independence.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things I was saying, like I was so scared before you left because I've never done like days in a row where Louis was gone before, and obviously you never know, it could be like really tough bedtime or whatever. But I think with parenting, I guess with everything in life, it's like as soon as you do it, you prove to yourself that you can do it and you're slowly building your confidence. So just thinking back to when I first had him, and I think the first like newborn update vlog, I was so scared of everything, and then just every little thing that we do, we're like, okay, we did that, and then just get more and more confident. And this is how I usually end up eating breakfast. He started reaching out, and a couple times he's like put his hand into what I'm eating, so I have to be careful now. Look, this is a nectarine. Yeah, you're gonna love that soon. I wanted to quickly sit and chat about some of the mental health things I've been going through postpartum and kind of where I'm at now. So initially I mainly struggled with postpartum anxiety, but now the thing that I've just been spending the last few weeks thinking about is identity loss and trying to like rediscover who I am now that I'm a mom. And this is something a lot of people talk about that they struggle with, and I've talked to a lot of my friends about it, but it's kind of, I don't really know how to explain it. I think maybe because time is so much more sacred now that I have a baby. Like I used to, you know, I could spend a whole weekend just doing something that I wanted, like doing a puzzle for hours and watching a TV show. That used to be one of my favorite ways to just like chill out, especially on a rainy day. I could spend the whole afternoon doing that. But now to spend hours on a puzzle seems crazy because I maybe have a couple of hours to myself in the evenings. Maybe. It's so much more special and sacred when I do get time for myself. So I think it's making me reevaluate how I want to spend that time because it's so short. And it feels like a lot of the things that I used to fill my time with, I don't know, I just don't really want to do them anymore, and I can't really explain why that is. I was talking to someone and we were saying it's almost like when you look at who you were before you had a kid and you love that version of yourself and you miss certain aspects of it, but in a way it's almost like once you graduate high school, you can look back at that time and you can have fond memories of it, but you don't want to go back to that time. It feels like you've upgraded, like, you know, you've graduated, you're in a new stage of life. So that's kind of what I feel like. I'm in a new stage of life and, you know, I've outgrown that past version of myself, but something that I do envy about that version of myself is that she just knew who she was and what she wanted. And now it feels like if I'm choosing to do something that is time away from my baby, it has to really be worth it. So I guess I need to figure out what that is. And that's where I'm at now, is on this new journey. People say, you know, you wait 9 months to meet this new human when you have a baby, but they're not the only new human. Like, you are a new person as well. And just the same way that he's figuring out who he is and what he likes, it feels like I have to go on a similar journey. I don't know if this makes any sense. There's any parents out there that connect with this, let me know. Let me know if you discovered something new, some new hobbies or activities. Yeah, just give me any tips that you can, really. But I think when we go into town today, I want to go into an art shop and buy some things because watercolor painting is something I've always wanted to do, so maybe I can try that and see if it feels good. And then connected to all of this, I want to say a huge thank you to Headspace for sponsoring this video. As I've slowly been trying to make time for myself again, I've been trying to make time to meditate as well, because one of the best ways that I find to connect to myself is to quiet my mind. And that's where I get a lot of ideas about what I'm going through, what I'm really feeling. Like when I can really slow things down, that's when I can connect with myself and my heart. And it definitely helps me deal with the anxiety as well. I think I have a brain that tends to worry, and now that I have a tiny human dependent on me, that's only been made worse. But to be able to give my mind a chance to just breathe and slow down just makes a huge difference. Definitely the worst that my anxiety gets is when I'm just projecting into the future and panicking about things that haven't even happened and may not even happen. So to take the time to come back to the present moment, take a few breaths, that's how meditations like changed my life, I guess. And you don't have to do, 30 minutes a day, especially as a new parent. I don't have the time for that usually, but like you saw in the morning, just 5 minutes in the morning, and I try to do a little bit in the evening to wind down before I go to sleep. And both of those I find like a physical change in my nervous system, and like my shoulders just drop, and yeah, I just feel so much more, I guess, in my body. I love looking through the different collections of meditations. Some of my favorites are Unlocking Creativity, Mindful Money, and there's even meditations around mindful parenting. There's one about showing yourself compassion after making a parenting mistake, one about staying fully present with yourself and your child, and one that I did yesterday was about coping with worries about your child, which I really wish that I'd known about those first few weeks post-birth when my anxiety was at its worst, but I'm really glad that I have it now. And if you've never meditated before and you're not really sure where to start, I'd really recommend just taking 5 minutes in the evening right before you go to sleep. If you find yourself laying in bed scrolling social media, or even worse, like checking work emails or anything that kind of gets your mind racing, take just 5 to 10 minutes right before you go to sleep to close your eyes. I love doing it just laying down in bed. You don't have to do like the meditation pose, but just take the time to close your eyes, take breaths, listen to the meditation, and just let it guide you to like a calm, relaxing mind. And I find I sleep so much better when I do that. If you want to check out Headspace and see how it can be helpful for you, you can try it out for free for 60 days. Just click on the description below or scan the QR link on screen now. And let me know in the comments down below if you already meditate or if you've been curious about trying it. All right, we've come upstairs for some playtime with Neo, and this awesome water mat we actually got given by Zoe and Alfie. We went over and saw them the other day, and Adi has outgrown some of her toys, so Neo's gotten to play with them, and he's obsessed with this. This is like a tummy time water mat thing.
Wait, he just threw up a little bit.
Oh.
You okay, bro?
Classic. Okay. Yeah, he's good. So yeah, you fill it with water, and then there's these like floaty little toys inside. Okay, ready?
Wow.
Ready. Oh, he's learning to roll, by the way. I feel like we're close. Oh, okay. Yeah, he did it. My instinct is to like stop him, but obviously he's learning.
Can you get him? He's trying to pick him up, but they're behind the plastic. Oh. This is good tummy time. Oh.
Wow. I think he started getting to that age. I feel like it's gonna last quite a few months where everything he can reach, he just brings straight into his mouth. And it's funny because I was talking to some other moms with older babies who were saying like, at the beginning of their life especially, you're so intense about washing everything and sterilizing everything, and then all of a sudden they just are like picking up rocks from the ground and putting it in their mouth. But you still have to be sterilizing their bottles, so it's just funny. What about all these? Oh, wow.
So we're going to be heading out in a bit, but he is due a nap very soon. And he gets a little bit fussy leading up to his naps. So it's hard to put him down on his play mat or in his bouncer or whatever. He just loves being held. He specifically loves being held and just walked around and shown things. And this is part of me practicing to just do normal things whilst holding him. He's almost at that age where I can put him in a harness like facing out, which I think is going to be amazing because he just loves seeing things, and then I'll have 2 hands free. But in the meantime, I'm just learning to multitask, so I'm going to try and make myself a coffee. This is always quite difficult because I need 2 hands. Right, let's try and do this. Okay, Dad needs a coffee. I can't believe Raya has been parenting without much caffeine, because I definitely need consistent intake of coffee. Oh. Coffee. I know he doesn't understand me, but I quite like talking him through what I'm doing as well. Right, this is coffee. Not great coffee, but it'll do. Normally grind my own beans and get much nicer coffee, but this is my backup coffee. Put it in here. Wow. This is where I'm gonna put my coffee, in here. You know, this has got water in. Water is the same thing that you have in your bath. I'm gonna press the button. Wow. He's just so fascinated by everything. And that is how you make a coffee. You won't be having one of these for quite a few years. Another thing we do before naps or before bedtime is have a little dance party just to get any of the last little bits of energy he has exhausted, so he's ready for a nice little nap. So normally connect to the Bluetooth speaker, we just dance around. Put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, and squat, squat, squat. I was saying to Raya the other day, I'd love to lead a little baby Zumba class where like people can bring their babies and we can just dance. I don't know Zumba moves, but I just love dancing for fun. All right, all right.
What are you guys doing?
Neo's just fascinated by this plant. Look at it. You want to reach and grab it? Yeah, get it. He's been looking at it straight for like 5 minutes. Just looking at the leaves. What are these? You can't eat them. Aren't these amazing? Aren't these amazing? Okay, so I think it's time for his nap, his afternoon nap. One of his afternoon naps. We've started putting him down for naps in his bedroom, his kind of future bedroom, which is not done up at all yet. We'll probably do a whole vlog like getting it ready. We want to make it super magical and like paint on the walls and stuff, or on some wallpaper. But yeah, this is his little cot that he sleeps in every night, so we just push it in here. We've got the little camera so we can keep an eye on him. And we've got his little kind of sleeping bag thing that he goes in. He's not always super happy going down for his naps, but let's see how he is right now. Yay! Ready for a little nap, shall we? Yeah. Nice snuggly nap. You're a little bit sleepy. Oh yeah.
Sleep well, my love. Mwah. Love you.
Oh.
Love you.
We have arrived at the multi-storey car park in Brighton, and we've transferred Neo from the car seat into the bassinet, and I think he's gonna fall asleep. He basically didn't go down for his nap, which we were hoping he would, so he's quite sleepy. And when he's sleepy, we can normally get him to drift off in the buggy, but it's just started raining, so we're gonna have to figure out a way to stay dry.
Okay, there's this really cute restaurant here, and the seats are swings, and it's Indian. It looks amazing. There's like fairy lights everywhere. I really want to go. I don't know how baby friendly it is, but maybe we can go on a date night.
Oh yeah,
which we haven't really done yet, but maybe we can leave them with your parents sometime. I feel like in another life, I would love to have a little boutique in one of these stores and just collect things on our travels and sell like cool dresses and little trinkets from around the world. But not now, another time.
Okay, as we might have shared before, every night we sing Neo Rubber Ducky as he's having his bath, and we just found this rubber duck shop in Brighton. Check this out. The whole shop, all they sell is varieties of rubber duckies. Isn't this unbelievable? This is crazy.
We had just bought him some, so he already has some, which we'll show you later, but if we hadn't, wow, I wish we knew this existed. This is crazy.
love it.
I was just saying, these tiny streets feel like we're in Harry Potter with like the cobblestones and everything, and there's a Harry Potter shop right here. It's perfect.
Brighton has an enormous amount of vegan options available, and we're ducking inside the Burger Co. This is all like vegan fast food. 100% vegan. Yesterday I cycled from Brighton to London with my dad and a bunch of other guys that have been doing this long bike ride from Rome to London, raising money for charity. Anyway, we did 60 miles and I burnt so many calories. I'm still feeling it today. I need to replenish my calories, so I'm gonna probably order like 2 meals from this restaurant because I need it real bad. All right, this isn't even all of it. It's one more burger.
Do you think you over-ordered?
No. Okay, this is vegan chicken nuggets. This is vegan chicken ranch.
It's all vegan.
This is this is chicken. Wait, this chicken ranch. This is honey mustard chicken.
Fries, honey mustard chicken salad, water, drink.
Oreo shake. What? You know, a big bite. Mmm. Who's that? Who's that? It's Mom. Mom loves you.
I was trying to get it. No.
It's probably a bit dirty.
Just a lovely summer August day. So I think I mentioned earlier, but yeah, one of the things I really want to find like a creative outlet, a hobby, something that I can do in my free time. And I always wanted to get into watercoloring, so I just got some supplies and I'm gonna try. And Louie's really good at art as well, so maybe you can paint with me a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited.
I have to show you in here. I tried to read Harry Potter to Neo before, but I think he was like 2 days old. But this is his first time experiencing Harry Potter things. Oh.
Okay, I just came into the room and I was like, Louie, why are you letting him do tummy time without watching him?
I had him, no, I'm not lying, I had him on his back and he was looking at the spiral and he was just gargling away to himself, and I literally got distracted for like 30 seconds and he'd rolled from his back onto his stomach, then lifted himself up and he's just looking at stuff.
Wow.
This is the first time he's done this.
Yeah.
Every day there's new little steps of progress as he's learning. I'm so proud of you. Can you wave? Can you wave too? Somebody's hiding. I wonder who. Is the little baby and she's clapping with you. Little Mouse was fast asleep in his soft, cozy nest. It was so warm, snuggled next to his mother and his 6 brothers and sisters. You're gonna have 6 brothers and sisters.
No way.
The world, murmured Little Mouse as he snuggled into his mother's arms. The big, beautiful world? But who is it for, Mummy? Is it a world for us? Yes, smiled his mother. It's a world for bees and butterflies and flowers, for birds and spiders and grasses that sing. It's a world for us too. It's a world for everyone to share.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
He just started rolling today. What the heck?
He did it. He was on his front. He rolled onto his back, then just rolled again to his front again. Oh my gosh.
Wow. That's so crazy.
You did it. I'm so proud of you, my boy. Whee! Whee! Yeah. I know you're tired. I know, my love.
What's happening?
He's really upset. And this stopped him from crying for a second.
Okay. Because the sun is setting late in the summer, still around like 8:39 or something, and he's going to bed before that, we've got blackout blinds that we Velcro on over our normal blinds. So this is my job every night whilst Raya's feeding him, getting the room nice and dark.
I posted a reel the other day on Instagram talking about like how tough feeding was for the first 6 weeks especially, and saying like I couldn't have imagined that now it's my favorite time of day, because it totally is. I just love having this time with him. Yeah. Even though he started to get distracted and he's like pulling me around. He's looking around, but it's okay. It's okay. That was one of the smoothest transitions into his bed ever. Normally Louie has to stay in there and kind of coax him into bed, but he fell asleep while feeding tonight. We transitioned him. He woke up a little bit, but he's learned how to self-soothe, which is amazing. So he's down for now. Louie's taking Callie on a run, and I'm gonna do some watercolor painting. I came upstairs because this is a beautiful space to watch the sunset from, but I don't think we're gonna get a sunset tonight. But that's okay. I'll just play some music, do some painting, have some me time. I bought some really nice things. I may have spent too much money. I spent like 50 pounds on this stuff. So hopefully I end up really loving this hobby. Wow, look how beautiful. But I think I got some really good stuff, so I'm excited. I'd love to know from any parents out there, if you went through some kind of transition of figuring out who you are after having a baby, losing your identity, all that kind of stuff. Do you still feel that way? How old is your child or children? And if you have any tips, people who've kind of rediscovered who they are, maybe found new passions, I would love to hear about it in the comments down below. I'm gonna read all the comments, so please leave them down there. That would be amazing. But I'm excited. I'm really excited, especially because I'm really grateful that we have friends around who are in basically the same stage of life. They all have kids under 2, and we have a bunch of friends from our antenatal group who are literally have babies like the exact same age as Neo. So yeah, I think it's something that maybe I could find a few other moms that we could sign up to classes together or paint together. Like maybe we can have a little picnic or something. I don't know, this could be a fun little thing to have support in as well, even if it's just, you know, time to spend together doing something fun and creative. All right, I've been sitting here listening to Ludovico Einaudi and painting for a little while. It's not good, but I'm just playing around and kind of getting used to the watercolors and stuff. But I can definitely see this being something that I fall in love with doing. I think it's just about, obviously I love being a mom and it's so rewarding, but it does feel like I'm pouring out of my cup and like pouring energy out. So I think it's important to find those things that can help like refill my cup. And it's just for me taking like the quiet moments like this, listening to relaxing music, going for a walk, watching a sunset when there is one. It's just making those times, and it really can just be like 10 minutes in the day that can make such a big difference. So I'm definitely gonna try to do that and keep you guys updated on this journey as I rediscover myself. And then I wanted to share something that I heard on Instagram recently, actually. Oh, by the way, I have been loving creating on Instagram lately. It's been really fun. So if you're not following both of us on there, we'll link it on the screen and down below. Make sure you check that out. But anyway, I saw something on Instagram that I really wanted to talk about because I haven't been able to stop thinking about it for days. Basically, it was this guy talking about how we perceive time, how we often look at time as like this line, and we're walking on this line, and there's the future that we're walking towards it, and there's the past and we're walking away from it. But when you think of time like that, then it means that you are almost like in control of the movement to get you towards the future. So if you want something in the future, it's almost like you can rush to get there. You can like walk quicker on this line to get to the future, but that's actually not how time works. The only moment that we can ever experience is right now. That's the only thing we've ever experienced, the only thing we will ever experience. And you're not walking on a line of time. You're just standing still in the present moment, and then time is moving through you. So the future is moving towards you. And when you think about it like that, then everything that is for you is coming to you, and it will get to you at the right time. So it's such a beautiful way to, I think, help you like be more present in the moment and to enjoy today and right now, because yeah, the future is coming to you. There's nothing for you to do to get there quicker. Like, it's coming, so you might as well just make the most of where you are in this moment. And I know that this chapter of having a 3.5-month-old baby, this is a very specific time in my life, and there's things that I love about it. There's things I already miss about him being a newborn, and there's things that I'm excited for in the future, but there's no point in longing for the past or trying to get to the future quicker. It's just about enjoying right now. And right now, if the only time I can get for myself is like 15 minutes to paint upstairs before I go down to make dinner, that's perfect. That's what this chapter of my life has for me. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting. I don't know if you guys have thought of time like that. Let me know what you think. But I definitely tend to be someone who can, like I said, overthink things and worry and think about the future too much. But that like thinking about it in that way just helps me relax more into the present moment. And yeah, I will deal with things and enjoy things when they come, when their time comes. But right now, all we have is right now. Don't know if that's too philosophical for you. But anyway, I'm gonna do maybe 5 more minutes of painting and then go and make dinner. Okay, I was gonna do a whole cooking section and show you guys a new recipe, but honestly, I was just craving these tahini noodles again, even though I made them in the last video. We truly make these at least once a week, if not more. It's so good.
When she says we,
yeah,
she means me. She does.
I realized I love making dinner at night. It's like such a special time for me. I was just blasting throwback songs. I don't know if you could hear me. I was singing my heart out. Oh my gosh, it was just so good. So there was a lot of love went into this meal because I was so happy while making it.
I actually love that you love cooking. I feel like it's a love language that I feel really nourished by you.
And I'm so excited for when Neo eats solids and I can make, I've already like following a bunch of accounts on cooking little baby things and I'm so excited.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get more into it when we move to Costa Rica, have a garden where we're growing things. I can get a bit more hands-on and we're like coming up with like recipes from all the tropical fruit and veggies that we have. But thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, we have just had dinner. I've gotten ready for bed in my PJs. Louis is gonna stay up editing this vlog tonight and I'm gonna go to bed because Neo's been waking up more times than usual the last few nights, so I'm feeling pretty tired, but hopefully tonight's gonna be a good sleep night. But anyway, I'm in our guest room right now. Obviously, I can't vlog my night routine in our room where I would usually do it because Neo's asleep and it's pitch black. But I thought I'd quickly show you my skincare because this is something I'm actually really passionate about, but I don't really talk about it much. I don't know if I've ever talked about it on this channel, so I thought I would very quickly show you. It's very minimal and easy, but this just makes me like probably my favorite form of self-care. It's showering every day and putting on my skincare at night. Those are the two things that I have done every single day since giving birth, and I feel like it's like given me life. So I always start with some Bulgarian rose water. If you didn't know, Bulgaria is I think the biggest exporter of rose oil in the world, so a lot of the rose water is from Bulgaria. I love it, makes me feel so good. By the way, my skin's really dry, so a lot of these products help me with that. And then I'm trying out this serum right now, the niacinamide serum with zinc from Naturium. I like it. Well, I guess it's hard right now because my hormones since birth, like I'm not sure if my skin is generally pretty good just because of my hormones or because of what I use, but for the most part, the products I use are to help me with moisture, which is my biggest issue. Speaking of, the moisturizer I'm using is actually a mask, the Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask from Youth to the People, and it's like so close to being done. This might be my last time using it. So I often actually use masks as moisturizer because my skin is that dry. I'll use this in the daytime too, I don't even care. I'm all about having dewy, hydrated skin. I don't shy away from looking hydrated, basically. Oh, it feels so good. Especially after I wash my face at night, until I put on moisturizer, it feels like I can't like move my face. And then I finish it off with some Drunk Elephant Luxury Facial Oil just to lock in the moisture. Oh, this feels so good. If you don't have a skincare routine, honestly, even if you're not really into skincare or makeup or whatever, just taking care of your skin in the evening, I just feel like it makes such a difference and it's such a beautiful act of self-love. Probably looks super oily now, but that is how I like it. And then lips, you can never forget lips. The Laneige, I don't know how to pronounce it, but the sleep mask, this is everything. And again, it's a sleep mask, I use it all day. This is like my lip balm. I have so many of these in every room, in every handbag. Okay, I'm gonna lay down in this bed and show you my meditation because again, obviously I would normally do this in the pitch black as I'm drifting off to sleep, but I'll do it in here quickly and then I'll go to bed in the room next door. By the way, I don't know if you can tell, I don't know how much of this room you've seen, but there used to be more things in this room and we are in the process of clearing it. I don't think we've mentioned this, but something very, very exciting is happening this weekend. And either in the next video or the video after that, we will tell you huge life-changing news. And if you follow us on Instagram, you may have heard about it already because I don't think we can wait to tell you guys. But okay, let's go meditate. Okay, I'm gonna do one of the mindful parenting meditations tonight. I'm gonna do imagining ourselves fully present because it feels like that's on topic with what we were talking about today.
Our children our full attention is an act of generosity and love. In order to provide such a presence, we have to give ourselves time to digest our own thoughts and feelings that are stirred up by our busy lives.
Felt so good. I'm telling you, if you haven't tried meditating going into sleep before, I feel like I had to fight not falling asleep just then. It's the most relaxing way to fall asleep, I find, especially with someone with a racing mind like I do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today. It was fun. I do miss vlogging and I miss kind of like picking up the camera more naturally, because the last few months it's mainly been Louis filming and kind of like filming moments with me and them, and I've tried it a few times, but I'm excited to kind of take the lead a little bit more again and slowly start to get back into vlogging again. Like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, which I think is going to be a very, very exciting announcement. All right, goodbye.